everyone, my name is Collins. In this tutorial, I'll be teaching us how to install WordPress into your cPanel account under your subdomain. First, we'll download WordPress from the WordPress website. Open your browser, type download WordPress and search. Go to the WordPress.org download page. Hit download to download on your website. In this situation, I already have it on my computer, so I won't download again for the second time. Now we have downloaded WordPress. Secondly, we'll be creating a subdomain. First, we need to access our cPanel account. Now we are in our cPanel account. Go ahead on the domain section. We look for where it says subdomain. Here it is. Now we are going to create our subdomain. In this situation, you can name it tutorial. Then create. Successfully created subdomain. Next, uploading WordPress into your website. That's your subdomain. Now that we have created our subdomain, let's access our subdomain. Here we are in our file manager. Under tutorial, that's where we access our subdomain. In case you just want to access your subdomain, you can go to file manager. Stay here, tutorial.chofore.net.com. That's how we access our subdomain. From here, we can go ahead and upload WordPress into our site. You hit the upload button. Select our WordPress website, the one we downloaded from WordPress.org site. Open it. Done. Now we need to unzip the file because it's in a compressed folder, so we need to extract it. Select, click extract. Extract it in this main folder. Extract. It has now been extracted. Open the file. This is the information that is found inside this file. information that is found inside this file. So we want to move all the files that are inside here. Remove all the files in this folder and put it out of the folder. So let's open the file, select all the files, move them out of the folder, move them out of that directory. Now we are at the home directory. Now we have moved all the folders out. The folder is now empty. Up one level. Now these are the files. This is that WordPress file, this file, and this file. We no longer need this one, so I think we delete it. You can also go ahead and delete this one. All deleted. Next, we'll go ahead and create a database. After creating a database, connecting our database to our WordPress site. Let's go ahead and create a database. I'm still in File Manager. Go to cPanel. Now we are in the cPanel. Under Database, go to My SQL Database. From here, we'll create a database. Let's call it Tutorial. You can name your database whatever you want. The name must not be the same like the one we have here. Created a database. This is the name, this is the database we just created. Now we need to create a user. My SQL user. Need to add new user. I can name it tutor or any other name. Let's create a password. In this case, we'll use password generator to generate complex passwords. The reason we use password generator because the password needs to be secure as possible, and this password will always be accessed by the system. So I need to copy our passwords, hit Ctrl+C. Paste our password here. Now we have created a password. You copy it and then use passwords. Then we'll create a user. The user has already been created. Here we have the user. We copy the user and save it in a good location. We now save the user here. Now that we have created the user, we need to add user to database. So this is the user that we want to add, and we have to select this is the database that we created, the user and the database. So we add this user to this database. Add. Can select all privilege, uncheck this one. Once you're done, make changes. Now there's a user, there's a database as we have. Copy the database, Ctrl C. There's a user, there's a database, and there's a password. So we have successfully created a database. We have created also a user, and we have assigned a user to a database. The next, connecting our database to our WordPress site. Remember, we created, go to under subdomain. Remember, we created a subdomain called tutorial.shuffleway.com. So we go ahead and copy that, Ctrl C, and paste it on a browser. From here, you click enter to run it. Now it will bring out the WordPress setup like this. You click on continue. After selecting your language, you click on continue. From now, these are the information that will be required of us: the database, the username, passwords. Say let's go. So we have to put the database name. This is not the name, so we have to put the name that we created. I go to so this is the database that we created. Copy it, Ctrl C, paste. This is the user. Ctrl C, paste, Ctrl V. Then the password. Copy the password. Make sure you don't leave space here. Make sure you don't leave any space. Copy it exactly as it is from here to this edge. Ctrl C. You paste the passwords. Now you can decide to change this one for security purpose. I know it's always the table prefix is always like WP, that's the default. You can change it. You can say tutorial. And after putting the database, the username, the passwords, you don't change this one, leave it like that. Submit. Everything looks very good now. The next thing we need to do is to run the installation. Now you need to put your site title, the title of the organization. In this scenario, you can say web design tutorial. You can put a username. And then a password. Put a password that you will remember. Then an email address. When you're creating a website from new, you need to discourage search engine, because you will not like them to index your website while it's still under construction. Once all this setup is done, click on Installed WordPress. From here, you can log into your account. Using the email address and the password that you entered. Wow, you have successfully installed WordPress. You can visit your website. Here is your website. Thank you for taking your time for watching this video.